All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the brother doing his work in true sincerity. And we're going to jump right into the lesson. It says, Psalms 133 and 1, and it says, Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. So it's pleasing to the Lord for brothers to be unified, to be in that brotherly spirit amongst each other. 133 and 2. It is like the precious ointment upon the head. So that's how David, like in brotherhood too. It's like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garment. So that's a overabundance of blessing. Because if you got so much ointment upon your head that it goes down a long beard, even down to the skirts of your garment, that's a lot of ointment right there. That's a lot of blessing. So not only is it pleasant, but it's a great blessing. It's a bountiful blessing for brothers to dwell together in unity, and that's one of the major aspects of this truth. Besides pushing the work and teaching, one of the major aspects of the truth, one of the major things the Lord requires, is for brothers to be kindly affectionate one towards another. And that's one of the most important parts of the truth, and that's something that has to be worked on by every brother. Every brother has to do his part when it comes to brotherly love, when it comes to hospitality, when it comes to caring, when it comes to having a love that surpasses the love of a woman. That's how the love that I think I forgot who. I'll get it real quick. So we're gonna get First Samuel uh 18:4. Now this is talking about the relationship or the brotherly love that David had towards Jonathan. Is that it? 18:1. And it says, and it came to pass when he had made an end of speaking unto Saul, that the soul of Jonathan was knit with the soul of David, and Jonathan loved him as his own soul. So that's a deep connection among brothers, man. It's not speaking of anything because there's certain people that like to say that was like a homosexual type of love, and that's they don't understand because this modern world likes to sexualize everything. Just like that video where a long time ago where the IUCPK was getting on a man for kissing another man on the cheek, which goes back to our ancient customs. That kind of contact is no ways or means uh, homosexual in nature. That's a love that we used to practice among each other. We used to be tender-eyed toward each other, man. We used to be very caring toward each other, a very loving and caring people, and that what pleases the Lord, man. And that's part of our ancient custom. I'm gonna keep on going. It says, well, that's what I wanted to get at that one. Then I'm gonna get First Samuel 1:28. I think it is. This is First Samuel 1:28. Let's lock that in there. The 26. It's Second Samuel. So we'll go to Second Samuel 1:26. I'll just start at verse 23. It says, Saul and Jonathan were lovely and pleasant in their lives, and in their death they were not divided. They were swift as eagles. They were stronger than lions. So they was a super team, man. They was a dream team together, man. They had each other's backs. They knew each other's how to defend for one another, man. So he doubted the Israel weep over Saul, who clothed you in scarlet with other delights, who put on ornaments of gold upon your apparel. Or how are the mighty fallen in the midst of battle, with Jonathan that was slain in thine high places? I am distressed for thee, my brother Jonathan. Very pleasant hast thou been unto me. The love to me was wonderful, passing the love of a woman. So it's not speaking of any kind of a homosexual love, man. It's speaking of a deep brotherly bond that the two warriors had with each other, the two men of the Lord had with each other. That's very important to the brotherhood, man. Yeah, that's because Yahweh Shai spoke about it, man. Yahweh Shai spoke about the unity of brotherhood, man. Let's get John 13:35. So don't get it twisted, man. We're not wishy-washy choir boys. We can and will hold our own, but at the same time amongst each other, we have a certain degree of brotherly love among us, man. So let's get John 13 and 35. It's right here. It says John 13 and 34. It's a new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I have loved you, that ye also love one another. So even Yahushua, he had a very great love towards the brotherhood, man. It says, verse 35, but this shall all men know that you are my disciples, if ye have love one to another. And that's very important. This truth, man. That's something that's being enforced and practiced and being part of our tradition. That's something that should be amongst the brotherhood at all times. Because there's many scriptures that go into. Let's get Genesis 13 and 8. Genesis 13 and 8. It says, and Abraham said unto Lot, let there be no strife, I pray, between me and thee, and between between me and thee, and between my herdsman and herdsman, for we are brethren. So, you're supposed to come to with agreement to each other, man. You're not supposed to have no strife with each other. Get that word strife, contention or arguing, quarrel. We're supposed to be a men and have counsel together instead of all this back and forth, man. That's what the world does. And we are not to do that. We are to have intelligent counsel, being men of the Lord. Let's get Isaiah 4 and 13. There's a few scriptures pertaining to brotherly love and unity and things of that nature. Is that the one I wanted? Let's see here. This is Isaiah 11:13. Oh yeah. And this is speaking of now within the truth, and also in the time to come. Because right now the Lord he's bringing together the northern and southern kingdom. And he's for the sake of the truth. The tabernacles of David being built up again. Let's get Isaiah 11 and 12. He shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and that's the northern kingdom, and gather together the dispersed of Judah, which is the southern kingdom, from the four corners of the earth. The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim. So Ephraim is symbolic of the northern kingdom, and Judah is symbolic of the southern kingdom. And also in the book of Ezekiel speaks of the two sticks being joined together, the northern and southern kingdom. And that's where we get the 12 tribe sign that we see today, which contain all the bywords and their appropriate tribes. All the way from Judah being the so-called Negro, to Issachar being the so-called Mexicans. We are all one people. And the brotherly love and the unity starts, in the truth. So we are to be examples of that, man. Let's get Jeremiah 32 and 39. This is Salak. Jeremiah 32 and 39. It says, I'll start at verse 36. And now therefore thus saith the Most High Power, the God of Israel, concerning the city where your say shall be delivered to the hand of the king, bound by sword and by famine, by pestilence. Behold, I will gather them out of all countries, where I have given them in mine anger and in my fury and in great wrath, and bring them again to this place. I will cause them to dwell in safety, because only the Lord can unite us. Only the Lord can put our spirit within us to have that love towards another, because He's the one that put the curse upon us to hate each other to begin with. So He's the only one that can unify and put us back together. It's not going to be of our own. It's not going to be any Black Lives Matter or any bullshit like that, man. It's going to be of the Lord, and it's going to be through this truth. It's a lot. It says, and I will give them one heart and one way. So they're going to be unified. That's a unity. Going back to Psalms 133 and 1. That they may fear me forever for the good of them. See, it's for our good. And of their children after them. Not only is for our good, it's for the good of our children as well. So you can't tell me, the great love the Lord has for His men. He has a great love for them, a great care for them. He's very concerned and very mindful of their welfare and of brothers in the truth, man. Starting with the elect. He loved them so much that he predestined them for salvation. Let's get a few more scriptures. Let's get John 17:21. This is John 17:21. It says this is the prayer of Yahweh Shai concerning the elect. It says that they may all be one as thou, Father, art in me, and I in thee, that they also may be one in us, that the world may believe that thou hast sent me. So there's a unity amongst, not only amongst each other, but a unity of us amongst the Heavenly Father and His Son. And the glory which thou givest me I have given them, that they be one as we are one. I in them and thou in me, that they may be perfect in one, and that the world may know that thou hast sent me, thou hast loved them as thou hast loved me. So that's a show of the Heavenly Father's love, the unity of brotherhood, man. And the Lord is pleased with that. He's pleased with that brotherhood. So if you walk in contrary to that, then you're not pleasing the Lord. And you're blocking, like I said, you're blocking your blessings. Because it's for our good for us to be, in that spirit of brotherly love with one another, man. Well, seriously, let brotherly love continue. So the brotherly love is spoken heavily throughout the scripture because it's a great importance. Salak. Hebrews 13:1, let brotherly love continue. Be not forgiven to entertain strangers, for thereby some entertain angels unawares. Remember that in bonds is bound with them, and they will suffer adversities, being yourself also in the body. So that speaks of a unity, that speaks of a hospitality that we are to have towards one another, man. But with that being said, just a few quick scriptures concerning brotherhood in the scriptures. With that, I will give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Call halal Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Brothers, keep on pushing. Shalom.